Hi, today I am going to present the topic Multimedia Database. In this presentation, we will be discussing about Multimedia Database, types, design goal, contents, requirements, application based on data management characteristics, data structures, multimedia system architecture, integration in database model, operations on data, application areas, advantages, issues, and challenges. In recent years, the rapid expansion of multimedia application, partially due to the exponential growth of internet, has proliferated over the daily life of computer. That is, in these recent years, the rapid growth of multimedia application, mainly due to the exponential growth of internet, has proliferated over the daily life of computer users. In addition, the emerging applications such as smart classroom, digital library, traffic monitoring have provided increasingly motivation for conducting researches on multimedia content representation, data delivery, dissemination, data fusion and analysis, and content based retrieval. Traditional database contained alphanumeric data and managed it for various applications. Increasingly, applications now contain multimedia data that require defining additional types and require development of operation for storage, management, access, and presentation of multimedia data. And the word multimedia here, multi means many or more, more than one, and the media is medium of communication. So in this context, we are going to discuss about multimedia, its content, type, requirements, and needs, etc. The multimedia database. A multimedia database is a collection of related multimedia data. That is, it will contain one or more multimedia data types such as images, text, graphics, animation, etc. Or we can say that multimedia database are the database that contain and allow key data management operations with the multimedia data. Multimedia database must increasingly deal with issues related to managing multimedia data as well as traditional data. Commonly, databases that manage image, audio, and video and other alphanumeric information are called multimedia database. When database contain only one of the images, audio or video, they are called image database, audio database, video database respectively. Next is the multimedia database management system. The multimedia database management system is a framework that manages different types of data potentially represented in a wide diversity of formats on a wide array of media sources. That is, multimedia database management system is a framework that is used to manage different types of data that are in multimedia database. It also provides support for multimedia data types that is in multimedia database and facilitate for the creation, storage access, query and control multimedia database. Or we can say that it is responsible for the creation, storage access, query and control the data in the multimedia database. Types of multimedia data. Now let us discuss some types of multimedia data. It may include text, image, audio, animation, video, graphics, etc. Let us learn more about these types in detail. First type is text. It may be formatted or unformatted. It may using a standard language such as HTML. Second one is graphics. Graphics are visual image or design on some surface such as canvas, screen, etc. In contemporary usage, it include a pictorial representation of data as in C manufacture, in typesetting and graphic arts, and in educational and recreational system. It may be encoded in CGM or PostScript or etc. Next type is image. An image is an artifact that depicts visual perception such as photograph or other two-dimensional picture that resemble a subject, usually a physical object, and that this provide a depiction of it. That is, an image is a visual perception such as photograph, and it may be bitmap, JPEG, MPEG format and so. Next type is video. Visual multimedia source that combines a sequence of images to form a moving picture. That is, a video is a sequence of images to form a moving picture. Video usually have audio components that correspond with the pictures being shown on the screen. Next type is audio. Audio is the audible part of the transmitted signal, that is recording or reproduction of acoustic signal. Therefore, sound vibration transmitted through a solid, liquid or gas composed of frequency within the range of hearing and of a level. That is, audio may be a signal that is recording or reproduction acoustic signal. Therefore, sound vibration transmitted to a solid or any other liquid or gas composed of frequency with a range of hearing. And this another type of audio or another type of multimedia is a structured audio, which contains a sequence of audio components comprising note, tone, tune duration, and so forth. Next multimedia type is animation. It is the process of designing, drawing, making layouts, and preparation of photographic sequence which are integrated in multimedia and gaming products. Television, advertisement, cartoon, presentation, model design all use animation and multimedia techniques. Next type is composite or mixed multimedia database. A combination of multimedia data types such as audio and video which may be physically mixed to yield a new storage format or logically mixed while retaining original types and formats. Data types are categorized into three classes. That is, the multimedia data types are categorized into three classes. A multimedia database hosts one or more multimedia data types. These types are broadly categorized into three classes. They are static media, dynamic media, or dimensional media. First one is the static media. It is a time-independent, constant, and non-interactive, which means this type cannot be this type does not depend on the time. Example, image, graphic object, etc. Second type is dynamic media. This class type depends on the time and it is a moving interactive type. For example, audio, video, animation, etc. The third type is dimensional media. You are familiar with it, that is 3D, 2D, etc. It itself the third type, dimensional media. 3D game and computer aided drafting programs. These are the dynamic elements or dynamic media are video, animation, audio, etc. And static elements or static medias are text, graphics, images, etc. Next, let us discuss some design goal of multimedia database. Multimedia database will manage different types of input, output and storage devices, that is managing different types of such as audio, video, animation, etc. and their storage also. Next is handle a variety of data compression and storage format. That is to maximizing storage, the data compressions are used. It support different computing platforms and operating system. That is multimedia support different computing platform and operating system. Multimedia database will integrate different data model such as R, that is relational database, and OO database. Multimedia data will provide a variety of user-friendly query system that is suited to different kinds of media. It will handle different kinds of indices, and the multimedia database will also provide transparent view of geographically distributed data. Next, while presenting to user, the multimedia database will synchronize the different media types. It's all about the design goal of multimedia database. Next, we are going to discuss about the contents of multimedia database. With the actual multimedia data, the multimedia database need to manage the additional information with it. That is not only the actual data, the multimedia data need to manage the additional data also with it. This information may be one of the following. First one is the media data. It is the actual data representing the object. That is the media data will be the actual data representing the object. Next type is multimedia format data. This includes the information about the format of the media data after it goes through acquisition, processing and encoding phase. That is, it contains the information about the media data after it goes through these these phases such as acquisition, processing and encoding phase. For instance, it consists of information such as sampling rate, resolution, frame rate, etc. Next is media keyword data. Include keyword description, usually relating relating to the generation of the media data. That is, it is also called content descriptive data. Final one is media feature data. It contains the information about the distribution of color, kind of texture used and different shapes that is present in an image, etc. It is also referred to as content dependent data. That is the content of multimedia database include media data, that is the actual data representing the object, multimedia format data. This includes information of the format of the media data after it goes through certain phases such as acquisition, um, processing and encoding phases. Next one is the media keyword data, include the description that is related to the generation of the metadata. And final one is the media feature data. It contains the information about the distribution of color, kinds of texture used and different shapes that is used to present in the image. Requirements of multimedia database. Like traditional database, multimedia database should address the following requirements. First one is the integration. Data items do not need to be duplicated from different program invocation. That is integration. Second one is the data independence. Separate the database and management from application programs. It refers to the immunity of user application to change made in the definition and organization of data. Next one is the concurrency control. Allows concurrent transaction. That it means that managing simultaneous operation without conflicting with each other. Persistence. Data objects can be saved and reused by different transaction and program invocation. That is, the object is not deleted until a need emerging to delete it from the memory. Until it have been deleted, we can save it and use in different transaction. Next is privacy. Access and authorization control. It deals with the ability to determine what data in the system can be shared with the third parties. Next is integration control. Ensures database consistency between transactions. The term data integrity refers to the accuracy and consistency of data stored in the database. Managing data integrity means making sure the data remains intact and unchanged throughout its entire life cycle. Next one is recovery. Failures of transaction do not affect the per- persistent data storage. That is, if any failure occurs, we must recover the data. Next, the query support allow easy querying of multimedia data. It means multimedia database should have uniformly query data represented in different formats and have ability to simultaneously query different media sources and conduct database operation across them. Next one is the storage support. They should have ability to retrieve media data or objects from the local storage device in a good manner. Final requirement is presentation and delivery support. They should have the ability to respond generated by a query and to develop a presentation for that response in terms of audio visual media, and they have the ability to deliver this presentation also. Application based on data management characteristics. The application is classified into three. They are repository application, presentation application, collaborative work using multimedia information. First one is the repository application. Here, a large amount of multimedia data as well as metadata. That is, metadata may be in one of the format we discussed earlier. That is a media format, media keyword data, media feature data. That is stored for retrieval purpose. That is stored multimedia data for retrieval purpose. Organized These are organized into hierarchy storage level. Next one is the presentation application. They involve delivery of multimedia data subject to the temporal constraints. Optimal viewing or listening require database management system to deliver data certain rate, offering the quality of service above the certain threshold. Here data is processed as it is delivered. Example video, audio, etc. The third one is collaborative work using multimedia information. It involves executing a complex task by merging drawings and changing notification. Data structures. Data can be stored in database in as two formats, that is unstructured form and structured form. In unstructured form, the data are presented in unit, but we cannot retrieve the content by asserting any structural detail. It is in without any structure, so we cannot access with the structural detail. And in structural form, data are stored in variable, field, or attributes with the corresponding values. Multimedia data can be stored in database as three form, that is raw data, registering data, descriptive data. Raw data here that represents the unformatted information content such as letters, pixels, etc. Next is registering data. It is necessary for a correct interpretation and identification of data, normally concealed in headers or simply size and coding details of raw data. Example, formatted descriptions such as GIF, ASCII and maybe compressed data. Third form is descriptive data. Information about content and structures of SMO to make use easier and faster. Example, semantic search. Simply, we can say that textual numerical annotation. Now, let us discuss the multimedia system architecture. It is categorized as live or orchestrated. That is, first one is the live application. It involves interaction among users. For example, video conferencing. That is live application. We are familiar with the term live. It involves interaction among users. Second one is orchestrated application. It reproduces the data that was previously generated and is some medium. That is it is reproduces the data that was previously generated and stored in some medium. It contains data that is previously generated and it may be stored in some medium. For example, pay-per-view movies. In order to satisfy the requirements of these categories, various multimedia architecture are used. The multimedia system can be either standalone, server, or networked. Standalone multimedia system. It consists of storage subsystem, which is a database, and storage devices where media content resides. That is, it is a storage subsystem which is a database and a storage device where media content resides. Next is server media system. Consists of both storage subsystem and networked subsystem in levels. Third one is networked multimedia system. That is a networked multimedia system consists of both networked subsystem. Here, it is a figure that depicts the real-time multimedia architecture. Here we can see it is a layered architecture and the lower layer provides functionality to the upper layers. We can also see four layers: storage subsystem and network subsystem layer, end-to-end QoS layer, media management layer, and application layer. We can study more about this layer in the next slide. That is, the real-time multimedia architecture consists of following layers. First one is the storage subsystem and network subsystem layer. It is the first layer and its services are central to the multimedia system and is normally part of an operating system service. Second layer is end-to-end QoS, that is end-to-end quality of service layer. This layer deals with maintaining connection between the source of the multimedia content and the destination. That is, for example, in a standalone system, source is connected to the multimedia database, and for network system, source is connected to the multimedia server. QoS means quality of service, and QoS comprises of delay, jitter, and packet loss probability. Third layer is media management layer. This layer provides general services like media synchronization and media stream management. Media management layer also ensures temporal and spatial relation between media streams. Fourth layer is application layer. Interface with the user to provide access and control to the presentation. It's all about the architecture of multimedia system. Now, integration in database model. Design of multimedia database system is based on two different kinds of database management system. First one is the ERDBMS and second is the OODBMS. ERDBMS stands for Extensible Relational Database Management System. It has the characteristics of both RDBMS and ODBMS. ERDBMS products provide a relational data model and a query language that have been extended to include many of the features that are typical of ODBMS. Definition of additional application dependent data types as domain for attributes, embedding new types and function into existing RDBMS. Extending the query language allows for integration of well understood query optimization technique. Usually, programming capabilities are embedded in the query language. With ERDBMS, programmers are able to write functions in a conventional language as well as in SQL. Second one is the OODBMS, stands for Object Oriented Database Management System. It is a database management system where data is represented in the form of object as used in object-oriented programming. An object-oriented database stores complex data and relationship between data directly without mapping to relational rows and columns. One benefits of object-oriented database is that when it's integrated with the object-oriented programming language, there, there is much greater consistency between the data and programming language. Different media are represented by classes whose instance variable include the data as internal state. Class hierarchy allows object relation, offer well information navigation and flexible possibilities. Now let us see some operations on data. First one is the input operation or insert or record operation. Here the data is returned into the database. The row and registering data is always needed. The descriptive data will be attached later. Second one is output operation or play operation. Reads the raw data from the database according to registering data. Next operation is modification, as word implies changing row, registering and descriptive data. It can be also conversion from one format to another. Deletion operation removes an entry from database. It must be preserve the consistency of data while delete operation is taking place. Comparison. Queries are based on comparison information. Individual patterns in a particular medium are compared with stored raw data but not successful enough. Pattern matching, search in descriptive data, etc. Next one is evaluation. Generation of the corresponding descriptive data from the raw and registering data. These are the 6 operations on the data in the database. Now let us discuss some application areas of multimedia database. First one is the document and record management. Industries and business keep a detailed record and a variety of documents with the help of a multimedia database. Example, insurance claim record. Second one, knowledge dissemination. That is, a multimedia database is a very effective tool for knowledge dissemination in terms of proving several resources. Example, electronic books. Next, the education and training. Computer-aided learning material can be designed using multimedia source, which are nowadays very popular source of learning. Real-time control and monitoring. Coupled with active database technology, multimedia presentation of information can be very effective means of monitoring and controlling complex tasks. Example, manufacturing operation control. Next is news on demand application such as advertisement. Next is video on demand, which include entertainments, music database, geographic information system, GIS, etc. Let's say a new development or new application in multimedia database field, that is development of ultrasonic wave emission system based on multimedia database in smart farm. Due to the development of recent ICT, it has been applied to the agriculture and it is improving the productivity and quality of crop through its utilization. In this field, in the field of crop cultivation, it was possible to improve productivity by spraying fertilizer or pesticide on crops in the past. But for the consumers who seek healthy food, they want to be eco-friendly and cause no harm to the health of the crops. Environmental information of crops growing in a smartphone is collected by using IoT devices and is managed by multimedia database. Multimedia big data computing. Multimedia big data have its own characteristics related to multi-modularity, real-time information, quality of experience, and so on. For example, some multimedia learning application, games, etc. require GPU processing. Methods for general big data might not directly apply to multimedia big data. Compared to approaches of general text-based big data computing, multimedia big data computing faces additional compression, storage, transmission, and analysis challenge in terms of organizing unstructured and heterogeneous data, addressing real-time and quality of service requirement, and ensuring scalability and computing efficiency. Now, let us discuss some advantages of multimedia database. Multimedia database support multiple formats such as text, audio, video, etc. That is, support multiple format. Second one is data independence. It means separate the database and management from the application program. Third one is the query support. That is, it have the ability to uniformly query data represented in different formats and have ability to simultaneously query different media sources and conduct classical operation across them. And it's also have advantages such as provide access and authorization control. Issues and challenges. Let us discuss some issues of multimedia database. First one is the time consumption. That is, a multimedia database consumes a lot of processing time as well as bandwidth. Second one is difficult to convert. We know that there exists a variety of multimedia format or file representation including PPT, JPEG, DOC, GIF, EPS, etc. Because of restrictions on the conversion from one format to another, the use of data in specific format has been limited as well. Next is storage. Also, the data size has some multimedia is large and therefore require large storage. Storage of multimedia database on any standard disk present the problem of representation, compression, mapping to device, hierarchy, archiving and buffering during I/O operation. Usually, blob facility allow untyped bitmap to be stored and retrieval. In short, we can say that some of the multimedia database or multimedia type is large and therefore require a large storage. Next is performance. For application involving video playback or audio video synchronization, physical limitations dominate. The use of parallel processing may alleviate some problem, but such techniques are not fully developed. Next one is the queries and retrieval. For multimedia data like image, video, audio, accessing data through queries open up many issues like efficient query formulation, query execution and optimization which need to be worked upon. So let us conclude the topic, that is a multimedia database are used to store multimedia data such as images, animation, video along with the text. We also discussed data types are categorized into three classes, that is static media, dynamic media, dimensional media. Contents of multimedia database include media data, multimedia format data, media keyword data, media feature data. Requirements of multimedia database are concurrency control, persistence, privacy, recovery, query support, storage support, presentation and delivery support. And we discussed data can be stored in database as structured or unstructured form. And operations of data include input, output, modification, deletion, comparison, evaluation, etc. And there are current research field in the multimedia database are high performance database, technique for fast partitioning of compressed and uncompressed video. And let us conclude this section. Any questions? Thank you.